As some young Dane County men and women vie for a fresh start of their own, they're taking their questions to a fresh set of school board candidates.
The math problem on the chalkboard is simple. 4 candidates, 2 seats, 1 central problem, an achievement gap. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Carlson. Eric Franke has the night off. Today, those hoping to sit on Madison's school board took questions from a different audience. The night team's David Douglas has their answers tonight, new at 10.
Yes, Sarah, Operation Fresh Start helps young people who chose the wrong fork or just fell by the side of the road gather themselves and set out on a new path, making them a unique audience to get serious about Madison schools.
The board is responsible for governance.
Inside a building that stood the test of time is a room rough around the edges.
The key is we have to keep trying.
Making it an oddly ideal spot to discuss the school system many here on this day would tell you failed them.
How we reach students so that they are learning and they're not falling behind.
At the front, 3 newcomers, Mary Burke and Michael Flores, vying for 1 seat, Michelle Nichols hoping to oust incumbent Arlene Silvera, who worked to say she hasn't always agreed with the superintendent and that the district clearly hasn't done enough.
Providing you with the options to help you succeed.
The questions were pointed, like this young man's, who spoke from experience when he asked what can be done about the high school junior who realizes he won't have enough credits to graduate.
We have kids who are kind of floating through without anybody in the building actually realizing or recognizing when you're falling through the cracks.
Nichols knows it's a key problem that must change.
To me, this doesn't just start in high school. I mean, we should be figuring out whether it's in middle school or even grade school.
Burke believes it takes outreach. Silvera shares the change is underway with a new data dashboard from the district.
It's going to be put into place so we can measure, attendance, credit retention, all of those types of things, suspensions, expulsions, so we will know.
Flores feels it takes a village, asking the young people in front of him to come back to a place they might prefer to forget.
You guys can be mentors in the future if you face that struggle, that problem. I would welcome you back into the schools and, educate kids that, are running around, falling asleep in classes.
A snapshot of the struggle in our schools, not answered only at the chalkboard, but come April 3rd at the ballot box. As for parent engagement, Burke says sometimes parents only hear the negative and it really shouldn't be that way. Nichols wants to challenge the assumption low-income parents don't care, that very often they may be working multiple jobs or simply working late. Silvera supports alternate times like Saturday mornings for meetings with parents when needed. And Flores wants schools to be a community home where everyone feels comfortable.
And that election is coming up pretty soon too, right?
April 3rd, and there are a lot of nuance in a race. There is a lot of nuance in a race like this, but it's a critical one.
Absolutely is. Thank you, David.